So now you have seen that when the indexing starts from 1 for all the 3 dimensions, that is not from the 0. So this is the formula which you got. Actually, this the address of that element, and you have seen that we are subtracting I minus 1, then u2 into u3, j minus 1, k minus 1. This is why we got this formula, because we started the indexing from 1, not from 0. So what will be the case if the index changes? If the index is not 1, if the index is suppose 0, if the indexing is starting from 2, if the indexing is starting from 3. So finally we got the formula in this manner. But now if you see the formula, and you can tally actually. So we started first of all the index from 1 for all the 3 dimensions, yeah, right? So when you see the formula here, wherever I am using I, am using j, I am using k, I am subtracting the ones. This is I minus 1, this is j minus 1, and this is k minus 1. If the indexing starts from 3, you can simply modify, instead of subtracting 1, you can simply subtract it by 3. So I minus 3, j minus 3, k minus 3. If the indexing starts from 5, then you can write like I minus 5, j minus 5, k minus 5. So what modification we can do? Because see, it is not important that you will get the same problem, that is the indexing is start from 1. In that case, this will work. So how to make a generic formula actually out of this? It is very easy. So you know, you got the concept. So if it is starting from L1, in that case we have to subtract from L1, L2 and L3. So in this my lower boundary L1, L2 was 1, L3 was 1. So what is this L1, L2, L3? I have already told you these are the lower boundaries, and we have taken, we have started the index from 1. Therefore these L1, L2, L3 are 1. But if the indexing starts from 3, then the L1 will be 3, L2 will be 3 and L3 will be 3. So what changes I can do? Instead of subtracting from 1, so if I have to make the formula generic actually, then I can simply replace this 1 by these L1, L2 and L3. Because we don't know actually where the indexing starts actually. Indexing can be starting from 0, or it can be 1, or it can be 2, or it can be 3. Modification is that instead of subtracting 1 actually from I and j, I can simply subtract from L1, L2 and L3. We are having the total 5 elements, and indexing is starting from 0. So therefore 5 elements are present, therefore it will be, the lower boundary will be, for the first dimension it is like this. So 0 to 4. Total, this is your 5, this is your 2, this is your 3. And we are starting the indexing from 0. So therefore what will happen? The lower boundary in that case will be 0 and 4. If it is starting from 0, this will be 0 and this will be 1. This will be 0 and this will be 2. So if the indexing starts from 1, in that case this will be 1, this will be 5, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 1, this will be. The indexing starts from L1 itself. We will consider, and we are having U1, L2 we are having U2, L3 we are having U3. So therefore this formula will be modified in this manner, that is not from 1, we will consider if it is starting from L1, L2 and L3. So the change will be address of A, J and K will be simply the base address that we know. We have to add the base address plus, and it will be plus I will be I minus L1, like that, U2 into U3, then plus j minus, instead of j I will be writing j is for the second dimension, and we are representing lower boundary as L2 for that. So j minus L2, right, and this will be U3. So plus k minus 1, again k. So we are subtracting 1 from k when the indexing was starting from 1. We are making the formula generic. Therefore for k we are representing as L3 for the lower boundary for the third dimension, and therefore we will subtract L3 from the k. So we got this expression, and now finally we have to multiply this whole expression into the size of data type, right? Why I am multiplying this whole thing into size of data type? Because we know that each element, since it is of the data type integer we are considering, it is taking total 4 bytes. Therefore I have to multiply into size of the data type. So therefore here the size of data type will be 4 if it is a integer. If it is a character, it will take 1 byte. So, and the size of data type is multiplied by this expression. And the total result which you get, you are adding the base address to it. So this is the change to get the formula. One more change we have to do in this formula. I have told you how to calculate number of the elements. So suppose you are given the L1 actually, L1 U1, L2 U2. You are given as like this is from 0 and so it is 0, 2, 0, 4. So L1 is 0, L2 0, L3 0. You are starting, the index is given 0 and U1 is 3, U2 is 2 and U3 is 4. So how to calculate number of elements, the size of the array? Simple, what formula I told you to calculate the size, number of the elements, it is simply upper boundary minus the lower boundary plus 1. So in this case it will be simply 3. I am giving you the example, that is the reason I have given these values randomly, means to just make you explain easily. So therefore this is 3 minus 0 plus 1. Therefore total how many elements are there for this? Total 4 elements are there for the first dimension. For the second dimension, how much? It is 2 minus 0 plus 1, that is 3. So total 3 elements for second, and 4 minus 0 plus 1, that is total 5 elements are there for this third dimension. This is how we are calculating the length actually. So if you I have to represent the U2, U3 in the form of the lengths actually. So what will be the U2? That is U2 minus L2 plus 1. It will be giving me the total number of elements which are present, because I have to represent this U2. So what is this U2? We have already seen this U2 is the whole dimension, that is the second dimension of your 3D array. Now we have to first of all calculate the number of the elements. So we know that total U2 we have to move, this is the dimension, but how many elements are present in it we have to find, right, in that manner. So that is the reason actually this formula is important to calculate the number of the elements. So to calculate the number of the elements of the U2, I will simply do U2 minus L2 plus 1, the same formula here. So and to calculate for the U3 actually it will be U3 minus L3 plus 1 for in this manner. So therefore when I modify actually this formula, it will be address of K equal to base address, this whole is I minus L1, right, into U2. Now I will replace U2 by number of elements, that is U2 minus L2 plus 1. So therefore I will write here U2 minus, then multiply by U3. So U3 is what? U3 is again the same thing, that is U3 minus L3 plus 1. Right, then plus this is as it is, that is J minus L2. So multiply by U3, again U3 comes, so U3 minus L3 plus 1, because I have to calculate number of elements. So therefore here, then plus K minus L3. I will multiply into size of data type. So here for integer it is 4. And the whole expression plus base address, like. So this is your final formula. And then the whole expression result which you get, you are multiplying with size of the data type. So this is the final formula in order to get the address of the element by using the row major order. Now next we will be taking one example, we will be solving one problem in which we will be given with the dimensions of the array, and we will be asked to calculate the address of the element by using the row major order in the 3D array. So by using the same formula which I have constructed, which I have drawn here, we will use the same formula and we will find the address of that element, and we will match that element. How to check whether that address is correct or not, whether this formula is correct or not? Simply in the linear memory representation we will check whether by the formula the address which we are getting, whether it is same to the address, whether it is matching with the address of when it is represented in the linear memory. By that way we will understand, yes, this is working correct, your problem is, you have solved it correctly. So now let's check, let's take a problem and let's find the address of the element of the 3D array using the row major order.